Once upon a time, in a small village by the edge of a great forest, there was an old and wise wizard named Master Wren. He lived in a cozy stone house at the top of a hill. Master Wren was known far and wide for his magical powers. He was also very kind and gentle. He only used his magic to help people, and he never asked for anything in return. One day, a young boy named Oliver arrived at the wizard's doorstep. Oliver was just 14 years old, but he had big dreams. He wanted to be the best wizard in the world, and he believed that Master Wren could teach him the magic he longed to learn. "Please, Master Wren," Oliver said with hope in his eyes, "teach me your magic. I want to be an apprentice. I will work hard and learn everything you have to teach me." Master Wren looked at the boy for a moment, his wise eyes seeing the eagerness and determination in Oliver's heart. He nodded slowly. "Very well," Master Wren said. "But remember, magic is not something you learn in a day. It takes patience, dedication, and a strong mind. You must prove yourself before I teach you." Oliver smiled and promised, "I will do anything, Master. I am ready." And so, Oliver became the wizard's apprentice. Chapter 1. The First Lesson. Master Wren's home was full of strange books, glowing crystals, and mysterious objects. It was the perfect place to learn magic. The first lesson was simple. "Every spell starts with words," Master Wren explained. "You must speak the right words, but you must also focus your mind and your heart. Magic is not just about saying words. It is about understanding the power of the world around you." Oliver nodded, trying to remember everything the wizard said. So, magic is not just about speaking, but about feeling the world? "Exactly," Master Wren said with a smile. "Now, try it. Pick up that stone over there." Oliver walked to the small stone on the floor and picked it up. Master Wren handed him a small book of spells. "Now, say the words Levito and imagine the stone floating in the air," Master Wren instructed. Oliver took a deep breath. He spoke the words clearly and imagined the stone lifting from his hand. At first, nothing happened. Master Wren chuckled softly. "You must focus, Oliver. Close your eyes and feel the energy of the stone. Imagine it floating up, as if it is a part of you." Oliver closed his eyes, took a deep breath, and focused. After a moment, the stone wobbled slightly in his hand. With a quick gasp, he opened his eyes and saw the stone floating in the air. "I did it!" Oliver shouted, a big smile on his face. Master Wren nodded. "Well done. But remember, magic is not just about success. It is about understanding yourself and the world." Chapter 2. The Dark Forest. As days passed, Oliver's lessons became more challenging. Master Wren taught him about potions, flying spells, and even how to talk to animals. But one lesson was unlike any other. Master Wren told Oliver, "Tomorrow we will go into the dark forest. It is a place full of magic, both good and bad. You will learn how to protect yourself." The next day they stepped into the forest. The trees were tall, and the shadows seemed to whisper. Oliver was nervous but excited. He had never been this far into the forest before. "Stay close," Master Wren warned. "The forest may try to trick you. Do not let your guard down." As they walked, the forest grew darker. Strange creatures peeked out from behind the trees. Oliver could hear rustling in the bushes, but when he looked, no one was there. Suddenly, a shadowy figure appeared before them. It was a giant wolf, its eyes glowing yellow like the moon. Oliver froze, but Master Wren remained calm. "Do not be afraid, Oliver. This is just a shadow creature. Focus your mind and speak the words I taught you." Oliver nodded and took a deep breath. He raised his hand, focusing his magic. "Repello," he shouted, and a bright light burst from his palm. The shadow wolf howled and disappeared into the darkness. Master Wren smiled. "You did well, Oliver. Magic is about control and understanding your fears." Chapter 3. The Apprentice's Mistake. Weeks turned into months, and Oliver grew stronger with magic. But one day he made a mistake. Master Wren had left the house, and Oliver was left alone. He had been practicing a new spell, one that could move objects with only his thoughts. It was a powerful spell, and Oliver was eager to try it. He focused hard on a broomstick across the room. With a whisper, he cast the spell. To his surprise, the broomstick flew through the air, but it did not stop. It crashed into a shelf of fragile glass jars. The jars fell and shattered everywhere. The noise was loud, and Oliver felt a wave of panic. When Master Wren returned, he saw the mess. "What happened here, Oliver?" he asked, his voice calm but serious. "I am sorry, Master," Oliver said, feeling ashamed. "I was just trying to prove that I could do it. I did not mean to." Master Wren smiled gently. "It is not the spell that caused the trouble, but your lack of control. You must be patient and respectful of the magic. You cannot rush things." Oliver lowered his head, feeling guilty. "I will be more careful next time." Master Wren nodded. "Good. Magic is a tool, not a toy. It can help you, but it can also hurt you if you are careless." Chapter 4. The Greatest Test. Years passed, and Oliver became a skilled wizard. But there was one final test Master Wren had for him. One that would prove if he was truly ready to be a master himself. "You are ready for the greatest test," Master Wren said one morning. "It is not a test of magic, but of wisdom. I want you to go to the heart of the forest and bring me the crystal of light. It is hidden deep within the dark forest." Oliver nodded confidently. "I can do it, Master." But as he entered the forest, he felt a sense of unease. The trees seemed to close in around him, and the shadows whispered his name. He walked deeper and deeper until he found the crystal. It was glowing, beautiful, and powerful. But as soon as Oliver touched it, the forest around him began to shake. A dark figure appeared, a shadow that reached for the crystal. It was a dark wizard, older and stronger than Master Wren. "You cannot take the crystal," the dark wizard growled. Oliver felt fear, but he remembered Master Wren's words. Magic is about control, about understanding your fears. With a deep breath, Oliver focused all his energy and spoke the words Master Wren had taught him. "Light will always defeat the darkness," he said. A bright light surrounded him, and the dark wizard vanished. Oliver returned to Master Wren, the crystal in hand. Master Wren smiled proudly. "You have passed, Oliver. Not because of your magic, but because of your wisdom. You are now ready to be a wizard." And so, Oliver became a master wizard, known far and wide for his kindness, wisdom, and power. He always remembered the lessons Master Wren had taught him, and as he grew older, he passed on those lessons to others, ensuring that the magic of the world is used for good. Chapter 5. The Apprentice's Journey. After Oliver had become a master, he decided to travel the world. He wanted to see the places he had only read about in books, and he wanted to help people by using his magic for good. The world was a vast place, filled with both beauty and danger, and Oliver knew that his journey would be long. One sunny morning, Oliver set out from his home in Florence. Master Wren had given him one final piece of advice. Remember, Oliver, a wizard's strength is not in his magic alone, but in his heart. Be kind, be wise, and the magic will always follow. With those words in his heart, Oliver began his journey. He traveled through mountains, crossed deserts, and sailed across seas. Everywhere he went, people were amazed by his magical abilities, but it was not just his spells that won them over. It was his kindness and his willingness to listen. One day, in a small village by the sea, Oliver met a young girl named Leila. She was sitting on a rock by the shore, looking sad. "Hello," Oliver said, sitting beside her. "Why do you look so sad?" Leila looked up at him, her eyes filled with tears. "I have a dream," she said, "but it is impossible. I want to become a great artist, but I have no money for paints and brushes. My family is poor, and we can barely afford food." Oliver smiled gently. "There are many ways to make a dream come true, Leila. Magic may not be the answer to everything, but it can help in surprising ways." With a wave of his hand, Oliver cast a simple spell. The sand around them began to swirl, and in moments it formed into beautiful shapes, flowers, animals, and scenes from Leila's dreams. The magical sculptures sparkled in the sunlight. Leila gasped, her eyes wide with wonder. "This is amazing, but how did you do that?" Oliver smiled. "Magic is everywhere. All it takes is the right focus and the right heart. You do not need expensive materials to create beauty. Sometimes, world itself is your canvas." Leila's face lit up. "I could try this with my hands, could not I?" "I do not need to wait for the perfect paints." "Exactly," Oliver said. And sometimes, when we stop looking for the perfect thing, we find magic in the most unexpected places. Leila thanked Oliver and promised to start creating with what she had. As Oliver continued his journey, he left behind not just a trail of magic, but a trail of inspiration. Chapter 6: The Dark Wizard's Return. As the years passed, Oliver's fame as a wizard grew. People came from far and wide to seek his help, whether they were in need of healing, advice, or magic. But one day, Oliver received an unexpected visit from an old enemy, the dark wizard he had defeated in the dark forest. The dark wizard, whose name was Arkan, had returned, more powerful than ever. His face was twisted in anger, and his eyes burned with hatred. "You think you have won, Oliver," Arkan sneered, "but you only defeated me once. I have grown stronger, and I will destroy everything you hold dear." Oliver stood tall, his heart calm, despite the threat. "Arkan, I do not seek power. I seek peace. If you want to find strength, it is not in anger or darkness. It is in understanding, in wisdom, and in kindness." Arkan laughed bitterly. "Wisdom? Kindness? Those are weaknesses, Oliver. Only power can defeat me." Oliver's heart felt a pang of sadness. "It is not power that makes someone strong, Arkan. It is the courage to choose what is right, even when it is difficult." With that, the battle began. Arkan cast dark spells that shook the earth and blackened the sky, but Oliver remained calm. He used his magic to protect himself and the people around him, but he never attacked with hatred. Instead, he focused on the light inside him. The battle raged for hours, but in the end, Oliver was able to subdue Arkan. He used a spell of healing and light, not to destroy Arkan, but to help him. "You do not have to live in darkness," Oliver said. "There is always a way back to the light." Arkan looked at him, his eyes filled with doubt, but slowly, the darkness around him began to fade. Oliver reached out a hand, and for the first time, Archon accepted it. "You have shown me a different way," Archon said, his voice soft. Perhaps I have been wrong." Chapter 7. The True Meaning of Magic. After his victory over Archon, Oliver returned home to the village. He was no longer just a wizard. He was a teacher, a guide, and a friend to those who needed him. He continued to pass on the wisdom that Master Wren had given him, teaching the next generation of young wizards not just about magic, but about life. One day, a young boy named Finn came to him asking to become his apprentice. "I want to learn magic, Oliver," Finn said. "I want to be powerful, like you." Oliver smiled gently. "Power is not the goal, Finn. Magic is a tool, not a weapon. It is meant to help, not to hurt. The true meaning of magic is love. Love for the world, for yourself, and for others. When you understand that, you will have all the magic you need." Finn nodded, looking thoughtful. "I think I understand." And so Oliver took Finn under his wing, teaching him the lessons that had guided him through his own journey. As time went on, Finn became a skilled wizard, and a cycle continued, young wizards learning from older ones, passing down the wisdom of the ages. Epilogue: The legacy of the wizard's apprentice. Years later, Master Wren passed away, but his teachings lived on in Oliver, and Oliver, in turn, passed on his wisdom to his students. The world had changed, but the lessons of magic remained the same. Oliver became a legend, not for his power, but for the wisdom and kindness he shared. His story was told for generations, inspiring countless others to follow the path of the heart, where magic was not just about spells and incantations, but about understanding the world and the people in it. And so, the story of the Wizard's Apprentice continued, growing with each passing year. The magic of the world was not in the spells alone. It was in the love, wisdom, and compassion that connected everyone.